Welcome to Fortune's Hiding Down Under TV. We are here at our pub show in Whistle Riverside. Lads, Bristol City last night, FA Cup. I'm going to let you tell me about your time in the UK first, Dave.
All right, mate.
Well, it's not laughable, actually. I shouldn't laugh.
It's not.
But fuck me, you've had a time, haven't you, mate?
I have, mate. I had a great experience with the football out there. As you know, I've had to come back early. House got fucking burgled in Brisbane, so not good times from that perspective. No. Yeah, a bit shit working out with insurance companies and shit like that. But I mean, let's go back to the month that I was over there. Had some great. Was a turn up at Heathrow. Get my arse over to Tottenham, watch probably one of the most diabolical halves of football I've ever fucking seen in my life. Did not see the turnaround coming, but it came, and we were fucking good in that second half with our pressing. Got a fucking blinding result. It's my third time Tottenham away, third win, so cannot fucking complain.
Days.
And then, 3 days later, Fulham lost 5-0, took the boy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
First game too, wasn't it?
First away game, took him Fulham.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just shocking, wasn't it? There's no words for it. It's just unacceptable. But it's, it's one of those things that seem to come up for us. And at that point, I'm thinking, well, fuck, that's brought me down to earth.
Yeah.
And 3 more games and 3 wins. Went to Freiburg at home.
Yep, your team.
Yeah. Couldn't lose, could I?
How was the away day experience, mate?
Actually, they weren't bad, actually. They gave a bit of noise. But one thing I noticed while I was over there, the home fucking crowd just quiet as fuck at the moment. And yeah, I think that comes down to the division. And, it's like we said, even in the room, we're not all on the same page. It's like you can't expect the stadium to be that way either.
No.
But, beating Wolves, I thought we were really categorically quite good against Wolves. Kudus was fucking amazing. Bowen put his goal away. And Man United, it's like I was bitching and moaning with everyone else that we weren't pressing them, giving them too much respect. But then I think maybe that's what we needed to do, grind it out, and then we gave it to them in the second half. 2-0 win. That was the end of my day. So out of 5 games, I saw 4 wins.
Happy days.
Happy days, mate.
Fuck off back there, then,
Hey, I wish. Yeah.
Oh, man. Nath, how's your week been, mate?
Mate, the week's been alright. Yeah, not too bad. Apart from the result this morning wasn't really what I expected that we would. I mean, the way we started, I thought, all right, we're fucking on here. And even when I think the second chance that Fornals had fell when we were down to 10 men. And I thought, okay, well, usually like when Paqueta went off last time, it all just went to shit pretty fucking quickly, didn't it? And I thought our first half wasn't actually all that bad. I think we had 3 really clear-cut chances. One that fell to Fornals was really, really good. Who had the third one? Bowen's goal was well taken. And
JWP.
JWP, yeah.
He just dragged one, didn't he?
Yeah, but their keeper O'Leary did well.
What do you think of the lineup yesterday?
It couldn't have been that much different, really. I mean, look, I'm pretty vocal that I don't like Souček at all. So I would have loved to have seen maybe Cornet. I was surprised that Cornet even got on over Ben Ramos. That probably tells you where he's going to end up. But I mean, that aside, it was pretty much as expected.
It's a strong lineup, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, we were disappointed with the lineup at Liverpool. Yeah. But he's gone out and he's taken it seriously. He's rushed. We can talk about this in a minute. He's obviously rushed Paqueta back, thinking he needs him. So he's gone for that result. He doesn't want the replay. None of us do.
No.
And that gamble with Paqueta obviously has not fucking paid off at all, is it? And
no. Well, I think even with the lineup though, like I mean, we don't have anything for. Well, we shouldn't have anything for 2 weeks. So I kind of understand it to a degree. Like I thought, well, if we had another game on this weekend or midweek, then I wouldn't have expected that lineup to be put out. I'm glad we went for it in terms of the lineup, but
and maybe that's what it was like. A couple of weeks away from having to play a game, doesn't want that replay. No. So he's gone out hard to try and win it.
Yeah. And if another one of those chances went in, I would have been interested to see what he did do at half time. But I mean, some of the subs obviously, you can't plan for injuries and things like that. So that might have changed the thinking a little bit at half time. But I'm sure a second goal in that first half would have been very interesting to see what he did if he made some wholesale changes and took Paqueta and Alvarez and all those guys off and gave them more of a rest. But
I guess 10 minutes in, you're pretty happy, aren't you? 1-0 up.
I'm going to tell you because no one's asked me. I'm going to tell you about my thing with the lineup. I think that really did show his level of coaching. The fact that we had a couple of injuries and then everything he had to change, he had no fucking clue. That just goes to show there's no plan B.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as you lose a couple of them key players, which is, if they're out for a long period of time, we're fucked. Because he don't know what he's doing now.
So what would have you done differently in terms of the lineup?
No, the lineup was great at the beginning.
So what
I'm saying is,
in-game
long-term future, if we're losing them players, how are we setting up? We're going to go back to that low block fucking sitting, and we won't have the pace of Kudus, Paquetá to thread balls in. Bowen looked like he took a knock. Let's see. All right, everyone's saying now is this manager who's going to keep it all safe and nice and solid. Let's see what he does now then, because there's a lot of players out there injured now who are the people that get him out of shit all the time.
Yeah. I mean, we're probably lucky that we're probably lucky. Even Moyes, to a sense, is lucky that we've only got. I mean, whatever happens in the cup happens, but we've got Sheffield. When's that? 21st or something. So it's still another 10 or 12 days away. Who knows with Bowen? He's usually been pretty resilient. Like, I haven't seen him be out for that long, and I mean, from what I understand,
don't see him
Paquetá is like
long either.
No, you're right. It's definitely something. But 2 weeks is a decent rest for him.
So what actually happened to Bowen?
Tendon.
Well,
he got kicked right on the 92nd minute or 93rd minute or something, which I was surprised that they stopped the game right on 94 minutes as well. I thought there was probably a couple of things that happened in that additional
there was a free
time.
kick that took about 2 minutes to fucking take.
That's right. Yeah.
For them.
It was.
But going into the first half, let's go into the first half, then we can go through West Ham after. But first half, obviously, Paquetá, we started off really nicely. He's chipped that ball back. He can fucking... he can find a pass, and him and Bowen at the moment, they're just finding each other really nicely. Like their chemistry, how he picks up, the way he saw the run. Like he didn't look at the run, he looked at Bowen just to see what he was going to go and do. And as soon as he saw him in his bite, he bombed straight in. And obviously he goes off. Do you think that we probably rushed him back a little bit too early? I don't think we needed. Well, we did need him, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think that's the thing though. You look at Brighton and it was fucking shithouse. We had no outlook whatsoever. And he's gone, and you're right to an extent, right? You go, we're relying on those same key players, but he's looking at that and you're going, well, Brighton was a shit show. Nothing was being created. I need him, and I don't know what the advice is, right? If the physio's advised and the doctor's advised, he's all right. Or is he going, no, I need him too much, and we don't know who's made that call, do we? Really?
Well, he's a fucking doctor and everything, isn't he? Because he put it on his Instagram the week before. I'm only out for a week, lads. I'll see you in a few weeks.
I wonder what his doctor says this week.
Hopefully it's not too much, but it's tendon related. So, I mean, hopefully the scans just don't show that there's any other damage, like ligament wise or anything like that. But I look, for me, it really highlights the point of like, if you watch Paquetá, like very rarely does he run all the way down the byline. He cuts in, so he's almost part of that midfield makeup. But as soon as he's not there, we just get exposed all the time because Souček, like you said, he's a witch's hat, right? He's fucking useless. He's absolutely fucking useless. So we just end up like always in 3v2 battles, and it's easy for the other midfield.
He's so bad.
It just,
He's getting fucking frustrated. And before anyone says anything, if anyone fucking comments on this thing, right? This doesn't spoil my day. This doesn't fucking affect my life, right? But when I'm talking
Not
about
too much, anyway.
But when I'm talking about it, it fucking irritates me how bad he is. He's fucking useless. The geezer can't pass a ball 5 yards. He's a central midfielder. He can't possess possession at all. The players don't even look to pass to him when we're going forward because they know he's going to fucking fuck it up. Like, he's fucking shit.
But I think that's really my point, though, is when Paqueta's there, that sort of gets glossed over because he's not really needed. Because Paquetá runs into that midfield and combines really well with Alvarez and JWP. And Souček's just allowed to bomb forward. But he tries to play that role and no one else can do what Paquetá does when they're in there. Like,
I think it was really noticeable in the Wolves game for me, right, how bad Souček's touch was,
Yeah.
because you had like 9 or 10 other players there that all had good touch. You had Emerson, playing with Paquetá, Kudus, Bowen, a lot of them, like they all had a good touch. As soon as the ball went to Souček, it was like groans, like, what the hell are you doing now?
Yeah.
So I agree with you. He would not be in my starting 11 with a fit squad. He just wouldn't.
It's really sad.
I think he got bullied off the ball as well by that Williamson in the middle. Williams or Williamson, I think it was. He was up for it. Like, they was all up for it. Let's get that wrong. Get that right. It's the FA Cup. They're in a big stadium. They took 9,000 fans there.
Yeah.
They're up for it. They want it. And I get that. But fuck me. Like, we are a Premier League football team who should have had at least a plan B when things started to go wrong.
Yeah.
We didn't have one. And we're meant to be the Premier League manager. And I don't know if it was you who said it earlier in the chat that I knew that he was the under-23 manager or whatever. Like.
Yeah.
But that's more damning than the fact that someone we got rid of for a Bristol City job has gone in there and he's showing more fight and more football than what we fucking did. That's just not...
But they just played like any good championship team plays like. They just fucking at it the whole time. And they're not afraid to throw in a challenge. I really like their left back too. Is it Cameron Pring or something?
Pring. Yeah, but I think, do you know what? I looked at him and I thought, I think you've had the game of your life there. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he was well up for it.
He was like by the end of it, you could just tell that the occasion, and some people rise to the occasion, some people fucking, and he definitely rose, and I thought it was great. So it might be interesting to keep an eye on him. Yeah. I think Bell, he was brilliant, the winger.
Yeah.
I think he actually gave Emerson a really good touch up.
Oh yeah, he was on the other side.
Yeah, he was class.
Yeah.
He got taken off late on and I was quite surprised.
Yeah.
And then we talk about strikers at the moment, right? So Mabama comes on. He gets a bit of time. I'm not going to completely slate the kid off because I don't think that's right. He's been put in a position where you haven't got Kudus, you haven't got Paquetá who can thread your balls through. Like, he's literally being a donkey work. He's doing an Antonio role. Yeah.
He's got no cunt around his feet either. Right?
But then you look at Bristol City, and they had the geezer up front, the little blondie fella. Can't remember the one who scored. The one who scored that one.
No, Williams was the one in the middle.
I want to say Parkin or something like that. That's probably completely wrong. Conway. His name.
The one that got the goal.
Yeah, the one who got the goal.
Yeah.
He had two wingers around him that were looking to feed that ball through to him every time, right? And he got his opportunity, he scored. Our youngster didn't get that with Premier League footballers. Like, I'm not gonna fucking. Everyone was going on about him, like, he's not good enough at Championship level. How can you be a good enough striker when all you're doing is doing doggies?
Yeah, he did get knocked off the ball a bit easily
too much, and I agree with that. Yeah, and I think he had a lot of game time yesterday.
Yeah. Where he got confident, like when Ings came onto the pitch and he was sort of in a little bit more of a freer role, and Ings was kind of doing a little bit more of that dog work. He looked a little bit better. Yeah. And actually, I thought some of the touches that Ings had on the ball wasn't too bad.
I thought it was good.
Yeah. I haven't seen him turn players inside out. It was interesting to watch.
He pulled the ball out of the air, mate, about 3 times and just spun the geezers like 3 times.
He turned on
but just in areas, it was just too hard to do anything from. But it's just like there is something in him. Yeah. I don't want
He's
to
in the shop window now, though, isn't he? So he's trying to.
But like, as soon as he turned, you was like, you ain't gonna fucking go far with it. Like, do you know what I mean? Because he looks like he's going backwards, he's going forward. So
he's got the ball in the halfway line.
So there was a bit. It was just really interesting to see a young striker for them and a young striker for us, and we couldn't make it work. And as you say, he's an under-23 manager for us a couple of years ago. Their boy. And he got them playing, and we just looked fucking well out of sorts.
Mate, he's only had him for 11 games as well. Yeah. So give credit to them.
Massive credit to them, and their fans were fantastic. But yeah, then.
So a lot of people have had a lot to say about Mabama, haven't they? After that, like Jimmy Nolan had a good old tear into him this morning, and thinks he's not good enough, and fuck him off. We can do better. I'm probably inclined to sort of send him out on loan for a season if we don't think we can get him into the team. Yeah. That said, though, that might not be good enough to get him over the line with a contract either.
Well, he's out of contract in the summer, isn't he? So
he needs more time. Like you can't just write him off from one bad performance. But there's a few things there that he needs to really.
He needs to get the weights.
Look at and go, right, that's on me. That's not on the way the setup is and how the team's playing.
You need to win your individual battles. That's what, as a striker, that's one thing that I've always been told.
He's not Wayne Rooney, is he? I think that's what
But like you look at that Evan Ferguson for Brighton. Like he's putting it about a bit. He's grown in stature in his body. Like Mabama needs to look at that and go, I need to do something like that because
look, it might be in him. I mean, I don't know if you remember back to when Paqueta first joined us. He was getting fucking knocked off the ball every second minute as well. Like it's a tough league to play. Yeah, that's right. But he doesn't need anyone around him now to push him. He's like, I got this.
But the Championship's always a tough
it is
as
tough.
well. Yeah. So but wouldn't that toughen them up? The season.
I think so.
I don't think it'd do him any bad.
No, I think. How many games do you get? 40? Is it 48? 48 in the Championship.
Yeah.
If you're getting smashed around by defenders like Bristol City's yesterday,
you're
going to start going right. I need to build on this.
Up.
But I think what will change Moyes' mind on that is Antonio got injured again in training in the build up to this game. So
I kind of had this feeling that he was going to sub Mabama off again.
I did too. I did too. Especially when I saw Ings go up.
Yeah, because I remember there was a corner. There was a corner, and they panned in on Mabama in the box, and he's sort of looking over, going, "Nah." Sure. You can sort of see it in his face.
He's fucking done it before, hasn't he?
Yeah, and
the young fella from Man United.
Yeah, I remember we talked about Mbeku or something like that.
Odebeku.
But I was just thinking, do not fucking do that to this poor lad today. Do not do that, because I tell you what, I think the fan base would have gone fucking nuts yesterday if that happened. Regardless if we thought he played bad or not. I think you can't do that to the kid, you know. But then they get their goal, and I've got to say, lovely goal.
Yeah.
Lovely goal.
It was a good goal. It could have been defended better though.
Dave and I have been arguing about this all day, but it was fucking woeful, wasn't it?
In what way?
You could blame everyone for it.
Ogbonna stepped forward, and then he left a big gap on the left-hand side of the defence, which Alvarez tried to, but he just didn't have enough time. And I know you said
I still reckon he could have
you think Zuma should have come across, but I think he's in two minds because he leaves a man.
They're left wingers,
and there's no one to cover that other man. And I think that was his job was to cover that man. Yeah. And it's like, he had to let it go at the last minute because it was fucked.
He just hesitated, and I thought, fuck, mate, if you go to that player, at least you're making him. He's got to play the ball. He's got to think about it. But
I just thought Ogbonna could have.
That was the first mistake. That was the first mistake.
Alvarez to come and deal with that. I mean, I know you risk the guy running at you, and then you kind of pace him back.
But he created the space in behind. If he just sits. Then that guy's got to make it. The person who had the ball behind has got to make another decision because there's no gap in behind.
I'd say it was the touch of the young kid. So when Conway gets in, that blasted it.
Oh, brilliant! Right? Yeah.
And the way he's just cushioned it,
was good.
Like
took it very well.
Being a superstar striker like myself, it was just lovely to see. Like he's gambled. Like he's just put his foot there. It wasn't a definite. I'm going to control this. He didn't mean to. He meant to do what he was meant to do, but it could have gone fucking anywhere.
Oh, for sure.
And he's just cushioned it away from Zuma, that tiny little bit, and he's just allowed him to go straight across keeper.
But that pass was brilliant too. Like the vision to see that was really, really good. Like it was like three passes and they fucking split us open
straight away.
Yeah.
And then people say that we was good for the last 15 minutes. I don't think we was. I just think we fucking got the ball and we was trying to hoof it up. We was just booting it up in the air. Like it was shit. I'm fucking oh God almighty. I just people have got so many different opinions and
they have.
And that's fine, everyone's entitled, but this is fucking I'm on this show and I'm on this channel, so I'm gonna give you mine.
So how do you feel, mate?
I know that it's no given right that we beat a championship team in a cup. I'm aware of that. I've seen it over the years, and I'm sick of people saying, "But you don't remember back in this day when we lost." I'm fucking sick of hearing that. We've spent a fucking fortune, just like many other teams have done, and I get that, and they can go out the cup at any time. But when you've got our team, which at the moment I'm thinking we are just the top 11. We're not a squad. We're not a good squad. But our 11, as soon as you drop two of them players out of it, we are a fucking different team. And he doesn't know what to do with it. And that's the difference between a good manager and a fucking excellent manager. He's a very good manager in terms of keeping us nice and high in the fucking league, getting us to the quarterfinals. then there's another winning us a trophy, which was, as I said to you boys earlier, was a fucking dull game. It was shit. Like, yes, it was great because we had a great day. It was one of the best. It was the best day of my life. I'm not going to fucking sugarcoat it, but it was the brilliance of Paquetá and Souček not knowing where the fucking ball was when it reflected off him for Paquetá to get it on it, and then Bowen to score that goal. That's not coached. That's not coached. Yeah. So a brilliant manager would have come up with an idea yesterday at Bristol City where, okay, fucking Paquetá's gone. I kind of saw that coming, so now I've got my plan B in place.
Yeah.
He didn't know what to do. McKinley was up there all fucking game yesterday, and then Heitinger came in as well. Like, he needed all the ideas around him because for once, well, not for once. It was for once I've seen him actually go, right, I need you all here with me to give me ideas. Because I've never seen them all standing there for that long as yesterday.
Yeah, look, I agree with the whole plan B thing. I think the one thing I was kind of comparing earlier on, like Arteta's having a bit of a slump at Arsenal, right? And he was the Ducks nuts a couple of months ago. Yeah. Now all of a sudden he's under pressure, right? I think what Moyes is good at doing is maybe his in-game management is poor when it's not going well. But I think that run of results, when we start doing like dropping a couple of results that we should be getting, he's quite good at pulling a halt to that sort of losing run and getting us back on track quite quickly.
Yeah, but so can Arteta.
Yeah, but see, some of those things though, it's like when those runs finish, it's because he has to make a definitive change. He's like fucking that far into a corner that he doesn't have any other way to back out. And like my biggest bugbear with him is like this fucking constant shoehorning of players into positions that they're not supposed to be in, or that so not their natural position. And he's got adequate players on the sideline. Like I keep coming back to, I don't think Ben Rama's that great. Never have, right? Maxi Cornet, I couldn't tell you whether I like him or I don't, because he's either offside or he's not on the pitch. So that just sort of...
He wasn't offside once yesterday, just because I was waiting for it and he wasn't. So, but that's again, it's match sharpness. Like if you're not playing,
that's the point I'm making.
And you're only getting 2 minutes. As I said before on shows, mate. Like if you get in 2 minutes, you get overexcited thinking, I just need to fucking get a goal.
Exactly.
So that's why he's down a bit early. Like, but when you get like 20 minutes in the game, you can feed into it. Same as Ings. I think if Ings got more than fucking 5 minutes every now and again, he probably would have put that away yesterday. Mabama, again, ball gets fizzed across from Bowen and he's just behind it. Like, if you're match fit and you're confident, as a striker, you need confidence.
Agree with that.
I think the other point to make on it though is like Moyes has had more than enough chance, I think, to actually bring in players. Like if his thing is that like Ben Rama and Cornet aren't up to it, then fucking get new players in. Don't just sit there and think, Paquetá and Fornals are going to be the ones they're fine. It's like they're fucking not.
Well, I hope we do have some bloody movement in the window, to be honest, because we are looking a bit short at the moment. I think Ben Rama's a funny old one, right? I don't agree with you about him never being good, because I think
he's had
purple patches.
I think he's a lot worse now than he was when he came in.
I think his confidence is like
it's shot
to pieces.
It is shot to pieces. I don't know if that's Moyes' fault. He seemed to start the season a bit slow.
You watch him, if he does go Fulham, which is what's being touted about.
He could come to life.
I think under Marco Silva, mate. I reckon
he could. He probably would.
There's got to be something about the bloke though, because I mean he can't even get into the Algerian national team, right? There's words. He's had words with the coach there, and he's pissed him off.
He's got some grumpy attitude, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's grumpy though. I just think because he looks scared. It's like he looks like he's in two minds.
Oh, he is. His decision making is the worst.
I think that's probably what is more frustrating for a coach. I don't think it's his attitude. I think he's actually probably got a good attitude, if I'm being quite honest.
I was thinking back to that sort of altercation on the sideline for Algeria. Remember that he had a bust up with the manager?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's because he's so frustrating to fucking have to manage. I understand it.
Yeah. Well, he's not been picked now, has he? So he's fallen right out of the team.
We could get Felipe Anderson then.
I've heard that.
No.
But isn't that at the end of the... I've heard that's not this window. It could be the summer.
Why would we do that? Moyes didn't like him. Moyes couldn't turn him round.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't even think
he's the laziest fucking Brazilian player I've ever seen.
Either.
But he's ripping it up in Italy.
I know, but he's done all right.
Juventus want him as well.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
I don't think he's the answer. He's
30 years old.
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't know, under a different manager, isn't it?
I don't know. I think Pellegrini lost him as well, and Moyes couldn't get him back.
Fuck me though. Imagine him, Emerson, and Paqueta.
But that's what I mean.
All playing that left side together.
With a good manager, with a
Yeah.
manager that knows that style of football.
Yeah.
I mean, not
But
say
Emerson's
good
the
manager.
same. Like, he's almost in the same realm as Ben Rama, really. Like, you know, he has a purple patch, but
I'd be annoyed if we spent
Yeah.
money on Anderson, especially given the amount we lost.
I
on
know,
him.
if we take I'd pay 3 million.
Yeah. But I don't know, his attitude just stinks. It's like he doesn't have a work rate. If things aren't going well, his fucking shoulders are slumped. He's got the wrong.
Anyway,
fucking-
that's it.
Yeah.
I
I just hope we
get
don't.
off that.
I hope we
But
don't.
Tilo Kerr is gone. He'll forever be a hero of mine after the parade. I thought he was fucking brilliant. He was. Yeah, he was
on
part
the
of
bus.
it, you know what I mean?
His best
And
performance.
I've just got a couple of things to say, and he went, eyes, and I was just like, they're the sort of memories that you want from a player, and I wish him well at Monaco. If another manager comes in, takes over from Moyes, fucking please. Then is he a great utility player? He's someone that wears his heart on his sleeve, he puts his foot in. Just maybe under a different regime, we don't know. He's a German international, so it's not right there.
I'm pretty sure the money that we get from him if he meets all the
11
clauses,
million.
it's more than we paid for
Yeah.
him. So, you know, it's not bad to be sort of getting the
business.
same money back from a player that hasn't been in our side.
He's made mistakes from the start,
Yeah.
hasn't he?
He's always had a
it's
stink
just
with him.
he's always good on the ball, but then just decision making again atrocious. Goes to ground too easy for a defender. You know, he gave away a penalty in his first game
I think
against
he'd be
Brighton.
great. I think he'd be great though as like a Alvarez cover.
Yeah.
As I said, he's a utility player. If Alvarez needs a rest, fucking stick him in there. At least he's going to put his foot in.
I think towards the end of last year, and especially when he came off with Zuma, didn't he, in the cup final when Zuma went off injured?
Yeah, he did all right.
I thought he did well, and his last few games before that were okay, but then all of a sudden Soufel's back in as flavour of the month.
And he's done well, and he's deserved it.
Yes.
But he didn't. I don't think he had a great game yesterday. It's not often you see him getting the shit kicked out of him, is it? He's usually the one that kicks the shit out of others.
I messaged the mate and I said, he's got a red card written all over him today because he got smashed twice, didn't he?
Yeah.
And nothing was given. And I was like, he's gone today. Like,
Yeah.
you know when who did we play the other week? And his head just fucking. He went to kill people.
That was that Brighton? Was that the
Was
Brighton
it
game?
Brighton? I don't know if it was.
Or was it before that? Might have been
It
the
was
Wolves
before
game
that.
actually. I think it was the Wolves
Wolves,
game.
yeah.
Do you remember the stink?
And he's just
getting.
Ed just fucking
Not
went.
stinking.
No, it was a good
He
game.
nearly-
He just kept
he
fucking
nearly
clattering
fucking-
into people.
He should have the elbow.
Yeah.
That was it, the forearm
Yeah.
thing. But yeah, I don't think he played. I don't think he played that bad yesterday. I just think he got a bit like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, man, the match I'd probably say Fabianski. I think he made a couple of good saves yesterday.
Yeah.
It could have been a different story completely.
Yeah, I thought Bowen was probably our best player on the park. He was just everywhere, and
He
I
was
don't think
trying
he got.
things, yeah.
He didn't really get beaten for the ball too much. He held on to it, tried to play players in when it was his time to do so, and he put in a great finish as well.
Look, I'd sum it up to say, look, we should be beating Bristol City at home, right, in the cup. And you go, now it's a serious risk of going out because we don't have Paquetá. I don't know, hopefully we get Bowman back, but we might not.
Yeah.
Who is gonna put the fucking ball in the
The
net?
only thing is, right, if we go full strength team on the away leg, right, at this, and then we go to someone like City, Liverpool, and he just fucking throws it, I'll be fuming.
Next round, you mean?
Yeah, to be honest with you,
I know.
if we don't get anybody in and injuries don't, if Antonio doesn't come back, if Paqueta doesn't come back, if Bowen doesn't come back,
Fringing
that'll be
kids.
it, mate. It'll be kids.
Fringing kids,
because they will sit there and say to him, we want to be as high up in the league as possible, potentially in Europe, or we want to be winning Europe. Fuck the cup.
I honestly, I agree with that, and I honestly think that I think Sullivan's actually learnt from Sam Allardyce's tenure when he told him at January, like, you're done, right? I think he is done. I personally think that he is done, and David Sullivan has learnt from it, and he's gone, no, Dave, you're doing fantastic. Just keep doing what you're doing, mate. Like, we'll talk about the contract at the end of the year, mate. Don't worry about it. Because it only takes us to have another loss, and then he'll go to David Moyes, listen, fans are getting me back. If I'll fucking give you the contract now. Like, just we'll leave it till the end of the season. Just keep doing what you're doing. There's no point saying to David Moyes now, I'm going to sack you, because you're going to get the same fucking reaction as what you did with Sam Allardyce all them years ago. You're going to get exactly the same.
Or does
Everyone's
he
gonna
know
down
what's
tools.
coming? Does Dave Moyes know what's coming, and he knows the MO is to get as high up the league as possible, and let's see this through.
I think at the end of the day, like if you're sitting there and we're back in Europe again, and maybe we win it, or maybe we get into the semis or something like that. Like
I can't see us winning it, mate.
I
There's
can't-
too
I
many
can't
good
either.
teams
There's
here
too-
for
yeah.
me.
Yeah, you're right.
We ain't going to beat Liverpool over 2 legs. Put it
Yeah.
that way. If we
Yeah.
end up against Liverpool,
No chance.
But
we
I
need
guess
someone
the-
else to
the-
knock them out.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
point
we do.
I'm
And
trying to make
Leverkusen.
though is like
Yeah.
if we need to be
Fucking
back.
Yeah, right.
I think we need to be
And
back
what's
in
dropping
Europe
out of the
for
Champions
Moyes
League?
to get
You got
another contract. That's
Roma.
what I reckon.
You've got
Marseille.
AC Milan as well, haven't we? They've dropped into
I
it.
think Milan got back in. I'm pretty sure Milan got back in.
Did they? I thought they dropped down
Yeah.
into Europa League.
That was a group. They're in that.
Yeah,
fucking
but look, there's
crazy
some.
group, weren't they?
Either way, right? There's some big ass teams in there. We don't like playing Liverpool. We don't like going to Anfield.
Yeah.
I can't see us beating them over 2 legs if we got them in the
the way that
semi.
they're playing at the moment, they're fucking flying.
And Leverkusen,
Absolutely
Leverkusen
flying.
are absolutely
Haven't
flying.
lost. They haven't lost in 56 games.
You wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
No, across 56 divisions of all top tier football, they're the only team that hasn't lost a game this year.
Yeah.
So look, I hope we have a good run. I hope we get as far as we can. But you look at a couple of those teams, you want them out before we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, it's going to be a tough ask, but you know what? That's what it should be. It should be a massive step up on the Conference League, and it is.
Or are we going to spend some money big time in January to have a go at it?
I don't. Well,
No.
No.
I think for us though, we
I'd be
need to
surprised.
get some fucking action really quickly.
Yeah.
Like we need.
We're already a week in.
we need people to have started signing now, because
Yeah.
we've got Kudus out for I don't know how long. You've got Aguero gone.
Yeah.
You potentially got Paqueta out now for 3 weeks. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Antonio's still not there. Fucking hell. That's that is the people he relies on to get him out of shit.
When does AFCON start and finish?
Their first game's on the 14th of January, I'm pretty sure. Ghana.
Yeah,
Right.
I think the finals are in the first and second week of February.
Right.
So
He would have missed
all the
He would have missed
round
the League
robins
Cup
are done.
final
Yeah,
if we'd got there.
yeah,
That's what I remember.
yeah.
Right.
So
Okay.
I think
So-
the round robins finish around is it like the 2nd of February or something like that?
Right, so-
and then the 2 final weeks.
We're not going to see them really much before March, then, are we?
they only just scraped through, so who knows? They might do shit. Let's hope so anyway.
But Morocco are probably going to be right up there. So
I don't care
yeah.
about him. He can fucking stay.
We're not going to see him though, are we? And now we're looking pretty flaky. If Mavropanos
But that's what I mean.
has
Kira,
dislocated his shoulder.
Kira. Like,
Yeah.
just, I
Yeah.
think.
I don't know. I think Kerr's a liability, but
I'd rather have him than fucking no one else.
It's like Bonner and Zuma at the moment.
Exactly.
And then you probably got your makeshift in there, fucking Ben Johnson maybe. But
I think he's actually been fucking good. I'll give him that.
Ben Johnson?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've rated him. Yeah, I have.
okay. That's good because he's been fucking bullshit for the last 12 months, hasn't he? So if he's coming,
I think he's come good the last 3
Yeah.
games I've seen him play. To be
Okay.
honest.
he did well against Brighton. I thought he did all right.
Yeah. But every game I've seen him play in the last month or so, I think he's been
Yeah.
really good. He's got forward,
Yeah.
he's got back, he's made good challenges. He's
Liverpool
crossed the ball
side.
in. Fuck, you can't rate him on a Liverpool performance.
no, but
Rate everyone else then.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Slight-
Liverpool
slightly
side.
worse than Johnson.
Oh yeah, Liverpool
Yeah,
side,
that's what I'm saying. Liverpool
Yeah.
side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Liverpool side.
Yeah.
Definitely. Even then, I don't think he played that bad either.
No.
I actually remember saying.
I only
in
watched the
chat,
first half. Remember?
Oh mate, I
Fucked
lost
off
the
to
plot
play
that
golf
day.
because I was had enough.
I went to the pub. But yeah, on David Moyes, opinions are like arseholes. We've all got one. It depends who's dirtier and who's not. But
Yeah.
Well, I had a wipe before I came on, so I'm alright.
you've always got a load of tone, haven't you? But yeah,
On the bright side, mate, we're still undefeated in 24.
yeah, we are.
Yeah, how good
Yeah.
that?
Fucking hell.
We-
Years
we-
are rolling into one now, mate. I'm gonna get into
But
honest.
you know what? We are actually on a decent run at the moment. We should be a little bit happier. I mean, we're not out of the cup yet.
No.
We've just beaten Arsenal. We've beaten Man United. We've beaten Spurs. Like we're not on a bad run. We're on a good run. We should be a little bit happier at the minute. That's all I'm
Don't
saying.
tell me how to feel. Just tell me how to feel. Because after them games, I do feel like fucking brilliant. That was good, right?
Yeah.
But when we play against teams like that, and then I see there's no plan B, like they're the fucking worries.
Yeah.
Mate. Do you know what I mean? It's not the fact that I think that we've had a bad season. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's where I think it's gonna go if this carries on. Like that's my problem with it. Like I know I'm not fucking thick when I see a six on the table. And I'm saying, oh, that's terrible. We should be doing much better than that.
I'm just trying to shut up a little bit.
As I said, I walk out of here and I'm fucking happy. Don't worry about it. But I do get passionate about this because of fucking. I get up for every, as we do. We get up for every game. And last night was a fucking. I'm not going to lie. Last night was a struggle. Right? I got up. I think I had to go down on the sofa because I couldn't get to sleep. And then you wake up and you go, oh fuck, I might just have a 5-minute snooze, and then you wake back up and it's 5 minutes into the game, like, I need to fucking stay awake, and you're trying to stay awake watching that shit, and it is crap. It's fucking rubbish, Dave, to watch. Don't, and anyone that tells me that they fucking enjoy watching that, enjoy your loveless marriage, because it's fucking useless.
Against Bristol City.
Bristol City, you've got Aston Villa, the Tottenham game, even though we won, that wasn't that fucking great. It might have been great if you was there.
Second half was good. Yeah.
But you understand what I'm saying. There's just so many fucking shit games that you have to get up and watch. Yeah. And him staying on the sideline yesterday fucking threw me. Like, just I don't know what to do. And then he's having a go. You could see him having a go at Obama. Fucking every time that the ball didn't stick to his foot, it's like fucking why are you just having a go at him? He's a 19-year-old kid or 20-year-old kid. No, fucking. We better stop this because I'm going to fucking lose my plot. Yeah. But yeah. That's how strongly I feel on it. And anyone else who's got a different opinion, fantastic. More than happy to put it in the comments, and I'll fucking get straight back to you because I've got an opinion, you've got an opinion, and it's up to you. Yeah, share them. That's what we're all about. But yeah, one thing left to say. Come on, you